Hi, I'm Paula Gardner from Ann Arbor.com. I'm here with Damien Farrell of the Damien Farrell Design Group. We're at Upland Green, the new project under development on Plymouth Road. There are restaurants on the first level, Panera, Qdoba, and Great Plains Burger Company, and now Damien's overseeing the finishing of the apartments up above. Damien, tell us what you're doing upstairs.
There are 10 apartments on each floor. So we're trying to meet a couple of pretty tight deadlines here. The 1st of December for the 3 models that we have under construction right now, and then January 15th for the completion of all 20 of the units.
And they started as condos back in the planning process. Tell me how they became apartments.
Obviously with the market changing so dramatically and the whole condo market falling flat, that decision was made. It was an easy decision to make, but we really had to get into some replanning of the apartments in order to make them a little bit more apartment oriented than condominium oriented. So it involved some reworking of bedroom spaces, living spaces, and so on. Nothing drastic, but we were given a challenge with the demising walls in place between each unit, so we had to work within those fixed locations.
So we're right across the street from the University of Michigan's North Campus. Do you expect this to appeal to students?
We were convinced in the beginning that it would. We thought that would be the natural market, but we've been surprised because we have one of our staff in an office here on site full-time. We've been surprised by how many people have come inquiring about the apartments and even looking at the floor plans who are not students. Professionals, people just getting into the workplace, couples, a couple of older retired folks as well, who I think like this location because it's on the edge of a large residential neighborhood area, and the ability to walk to the shopping both here and at the courtyards next door.
Okay. So as I walk around, it's hard for me to envision what they're actually going to look like at this stage of construction. And you've done a lot of high-end housing in Ann Arbor and across the country. So tell me, what stamp does Damien Farrell have on these finished units? What are they going to look like in the end?
They're going to look somewhat loft-like, only because we are stuck with certain finishes. So there are going to be concrete and exposed ceilings and exposed ducts. But we really try to work the floor plan so that the living spaces would be more interesting than your typical apartment. And that when you walked in the front door, you saw all the way out to natural light. So the living rooms are really not going to be just square boxes necessarily, but they're spaces that open and contract and just make for more interesting nooks and crannies, places to put furniture, and so on. And some of the things that we brought from our residential background, try to create something a bit more of a draw than just a series of boxy rooms.
Great. So this is also kind of an experiment for Ann Arbor in mixed-use development. You worked on Plymouth Green crossing up the street. Tell us how you think people are reacting to mixed-use projects here.
I think that the reaction has been very, very good to the concept of mixed use, and people seem to like it. Obviously, we got hit with both projects by this crashing economy, but it's a very convenient way to live. It really is. These are unusual in that they're not right downtown, so it's sort of that bridge in between. And there's a lot of interest for this kind of living, even in this current market time. You know, Plymouth Green Crossings has gone from condos to rentals to adapt to the current market, and I think they're about 60% leased up.
Well, the transformation is dramatic. It's kind of hard to imagine we're standing on the site of an old auto junkyard.
Yeah, it really is. And I think the site paid for an amount of soil that had to be removed and a lot of the mitigation that had to happen out here.
Okay.
But we're happy with it.
Great. Thank you, Damien.
Thanks very much.